the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. Had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I need more of. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's time for another Power Play show with Coach Frenchy, Andrew Lepage, in our tap, and Michael DeVelleno. It's time, Power Play Show. It's time for the Power Play Show with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. It's Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Hopefully an amazing, great Tuesday. Mr. Nartap is going to be late tonight, so possible we see him a bit later during the show. Tonight, guys, is all about the NHL draft picks, the worst. Or maybe we get the best, but we're going looking more for the worst, the bust, the one did not reach its full potential, or they was at the top of the NHL draft and he never reached that kind of players they're supposed to be, or the team was expect. So we're going to go through since 1963. We're going to go all the draft, and you're going to tell me which players you think came within that. It's going to be around 9:20. We're going to start this 9:30, and we're going to fly this part over there. If you have any question, please don't forget to put the letter Q in front of the question, and we're going to answer those questions at the end of the show. Of course, tonight we're going to close the show around 10:30, 10:45. I have an appointment at 11 o'clock, press conference, Zoom conference with a visa. Honestly, my departure now is going to be August 21st. I was supposed to leave the 16th, but some people want to celebrate my weekend with them. So the weekend, the 21st, I'm leaving at 9 o'clock p.m. and it'll be my last show of the night. It's going to be Saturday night, the 20th. And then after that, we're going to wait a couple of weeks before I return live streaming. I'm going to make some videos, everything like that. Anyway, we're going to talk about this a bit later. That's not a problem. And let's start talking about it. Welcome everybody in the chat. And we have already some people. We're not about Mr. Luciano Graziano in the chat tonight. Luciano, Toronto Maple Leaf is in the house, talking about the Toronto Maple Leaf, the number one fans of the Toronto Maple Leaf, directly from Ontario, Mikhail. Welcome back. Look like we are at 66 days before the puck drop in NHL. What about Mr. Would Like to Sleep is back in the house tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Woodlight. From Chicago, Illinois, number one friend of the Blackhawks. Welcome back, Nick, Kate, Joshua, and Harper. Welcome back, family. See Pietro, thanks to join us tonight. What about Mr. Vinny James 007 back in the house tonight? Vinny won the Frenchy quiz 2 days ago, and then 3 days ago, and then Would Like win 2 days ago. And congratulations, you are an expert. It's gonna be hot tomorrow, Kelly. 43 degrees. Yeah, that's hot. I'm pretty sure. It's very hot in Florida right now. I can stay in the pool about 1 hour and a half, 90 minutes. After that, I'm getting it's hot. Had to get up. And what about our friend Alan Barnes is back with us tonight. Alan, thanks to be with us. Mr. Alan, we love you. From Ottawa, number one friends of the Montreal Canadiens, insider of the Montreal Canadiens now for the Hockey Nation show. Part of the co-host of the Let's Talk Abs. He will be the return with us Saturday night. Saturday night, we talk about the Montreal Canadiens, the roster for upcoming year and the line for the team, and we're going to, of course, talking about other things around the league. But Saturday night, don't miss the show. It's called Let's Talk Abs. Mr. Marco Larrabee back in the house. From Montreal, Buenos Aires de Montreal. Welcome back, Bruno. Metaversa, South Florida. South Montreal. Hopefully, Bruno, you're doing well. Glad to see you aboard. Don't forget, guys, by the way, to click on the likes. If you don't do it, please click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you can do that. And talking about click on the like, don't forget, every day, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and this time of the day, I always produce a new video about the Montreal Canadiens. It's called Abs Daily News, and this video today is all about the new number jersey of Cole Caulfield for upcoming year. I make a little bit teasing people, see what's happening. Because you think about this, Cole Caulfield, his favorite player was Martin Saint-Louis. Martin Saint-Louis was Matt's Nasloon. So I said, why not to go the Nasloon to St. Louis to Caulfield, and then Caulfield can wear the number 26. I know many people bought a jersey with Caulfield number 22 in the back, but I don't know. And, remind us, Matt Naslund. Now, someone bring to me today, yeah, but maybe keep 22 and then one Sean Farrell, because inside the video I'm talking about Sean Farrell, another 5'8", he can wear the number 26. So, anyhow, that's what's all about today. I'm talking about Stefan Robidas and Sean Farrell, everything. Every day I'm talking about friend news, everything like that. Tomorrow, about the Montreal, because I take all the note, right? You have to be ready. You cannot go there. You know that. Use cannot hunting yet. That's the one thing about that. No time, big game for hunting for him. And then I'm talking about who is the next captain for the Montreal Canadiens. That's the two subjects when we talk about this. And I have another subject I'm going to bring to you tomorrow. And that's happening about the Montreal Canadiens. And I'm thinking right now, I need to know from each one of you at some point. Because honestly, the show at 12 o'clock is not going to come back. At least specialized, maybe sometime, but not regular anymore. Because we don't have not many news, first of all. Secondly, with my time in Thailand, it would be midnight and I have to wake up at 4 anyway. So I don't think so. So I'm thinking to create another video, and I'm thinking to make a video for the Toronto Maple Leafs, exactly what I do with the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm still debate about this, but maybe you can help me tell me what you think about this. Go Abs, go Bruno, Alan, Bobby back at the nuts. Welcome back, Bobby from Vegas, from Nevada. Welcome back, Bobby. Hopefully you had an amazing, great day, Bobby, and glad to see you around with us, Mr. Bag of the Nuts. Bonjour, bonsoir, and bon matin, Mr. Bruno, about this one over there. Blake Weller, directly for the Montreal Canadiens, but fans of the Winnipeg Jets. Blake, how you doing, my friend? Hopefully you have an amazing, great off-season or summer, and you have a great time. For the West Draft, it's Neil Yakupov, Griffin Renard. That's a great selection, Blake, about them. Yakupov never reached his full potential after an amazing, great career in OHL. Kelly, I'm okay, Bobby, Bono, have a safe trip. Coach, you're welcome, Blackhawks. Run with Kings, 20 back in the house. Run win the cold Frenchy quiz last night, the Frenchy quiz with Bobby. Bobby back at the nuts. He win last night, the Frenchy quiz. Both of you, welcome back, Ron. The DiPietro family, Blackhawks, you're absolutely right about this. What about our friend from Denver, the Colorado Avalanche fans, Mr., of course, Steve G, back in the house. Thanks to be with us, Mr. Steve G. Des beignets pour tous, des donuts for everybody. Thank you so much, Bobby. Really well done in French. About this one over there. What about the number one fans of the Buffalo Sabres, Mr. Alexandre Dubois, back in the house, de retour dans la maison de Hockey Nicholas Show. Alexandre, welcome back. Directly for the Maritime, Mr. Sean McIntyre. Welcome back, Sean. Should not call make his own number. That's a too big player to compete with. Too big player to compete with. Just thinking. Yeah, I understand, Sean, but he's always wearing some different jersey like that, Sean. He wore the number 13 for the Team USA for Bill Guerin, and he has someone else he was represent. He went to Wisconsin, he went the number 8 for another players. I think it was Drew Doughty, number 8, but I could be wrong here. So he's always targeting someone where he likes, whatever it is. But, yeah. Naslund, he was a big one too. I still remember Matt Naslund. Was a great hockey player, by the way. What about the deal? The real deal Prim from New Brunswick. Welcome back, Mr. Deal. Deal or no deal? That's the point about this. And what about Mr. KLS then from North Carolina, number one friend of the Detroit Red Wings and the Carolina Hurricane, the KLS, back in the house tonight. Glad to see you, my friend. Alexandre for Mr. Depp. Mr. William McClary return in the house tonight. William, welcome back. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. What about from Connecticut, number one friend of Montreal Canadian? No, yes. And the Hockey National Show, we always appreciate, we are really grateful. Mr. NHL Hockey News Report. Connecticut, welcome back. Yeah, that's a great one over there. Alexandre, William, like Isab, thanks so much. I think it's great. I think Coach Shirley will give you enough to talk about. That's a great point about this. I read that. Road to the 6K, Mr. NHL. Yeah, I'm behind on the sub. I'm always go behind. Look like right now we crossed the 5150. I'm impressive during summer because we pick it up. More people. I think the video of Montreal Canadian make an effect. I'm getting about 1,000 per day of the viewers. That's pretty good. And I'm going to make more video about the NHL prospect. I'm really create this kind of I love prospect, and I'm going to make more videos during the year about NHL prospect, whatever they are for Montreal Canadian and everything like that. And I'm coming with new stuff for the upcoming year, and I can wait to do that for this. Great job with a welcome to Bobby. There we go. Marco Masnas, last ad player to score 100 points. Marco. Gotti Glass, Golden Knight. Bobby talk about the draft number 9 for the Vegas Golden Knight and never reached its full potential. Talking about this, the fact Mr. Nortap is not there, so I'm going to go this direction. And no, we don't need to get there. So honestly, we can go there first of all. And you know, Mr. Nortap is not there, so I'm going to hide him for a couple of minutes until he show up. If he show up, that'd be great. And here, guys, you can see on this area, it's all the first overall selection year per year. So Montreal select Stavkovsky. Last year, you got Owen Power, Alexis Lafrenière, Jack Hughes, Ramus Dallin, Nico Escher, Austin Matthews, McDavid, Ekblad, McKinnon. Then you have a really bad year, the 2012, where Neil Yakupov never reached that kind of players. I think Hopkins, it was okay, but not great. Taylor Hall had a couple of good years after that. It's okay. John Tavares, Stamkos, Patrick Kane, Eric Johnson for me. I know what he brings, but as a number one, it was not. Then you get Crosby, Ovechkin, Fleury, first goaltender over there, Rick Nash, Kovalchuk, and then the Rick DiPietro, 2000. Then you got Patrick Stephen. I think Stephen never reached that way over there. Then you got Le Cavalier, pretty good. Thornton, Chris Phillips, it's all right. Brian Berard, unfortunately with his injury at the eye, never been the player was expect. Jovanovski was great. Daigle, ouch about him. Amlik, I think have an amazing great career. Lendros, Nolan, Sutton, Madano, Turgeon. Joe Murphy, guy, have a good year. Just now, his life is not very great. Clark, Lemieux, Lawton, Glozak, injury with his knee. Howard Chuck, Wickenheiser. That was the end of the Montreal Canadian at that moment. Ramage, Smith, McCord. Ted McCord was not too bad. Grain was not bad, but not as a number one. I don't think so. Mel Bridgman, same thing. Greg Jolie. It was okay, number 23. We had after that, yeah, Potvin, Billy Harris. We never talk about Billy Harris, guys, for the New York Calendars. I think he played a major role inside that team. Talk about the bottom six. Then Lafleur, Perreault, Hull, Blas, Pacnuti, Gibbs, Veilleux, Gauthier, and Monahan. So when we go talk about different years, we're going to dumping about each one of them, and we can talk about the draft and everything like that. Mr. DP, Al Jamison, 2003 first round pick by the Rangers, played on one game for the Panthers and the NHL, but the best NHL draft all the time. Patrick Kane, London and Knights, Blackhawk, talk about him over there. And on my way to Miami, land and changing plane in Nashville. Nashville is pretty good to get there, Mr. Mikhail Dalcolli back in the house tonight. You know, let's talking about the 2012. That year draft guy was really strange. You think about this, Yakupov, he played only 62 game at 350 game in NHL, but he's only 136 points. Then you have Rand Murray. He never reached his full potential as a defenseman, shopping a little bit left and right. Then Montreal, Alex Galchenyuk. A lot of people blame him, everything like that, I understand, but he still plays over 600 game in NHL. He was the third overall pick. He was a teammate of Yakupov, and remember, he was hurt at the right knee at some point at the end. And then one really bad, it was the Islanders again. The New York Islanders find a way to draft so badly. Select Griffin Reinhardt, 37 game. Then Toronto was maybe the best selection at this moment. Morgan Riley played over 654. It was really the one. If you think about this, you have to go all the way to Philip Forsberg, Washington Capitals at 556, number 11. And Winnipeg Jet, Trouba was a good one. Dumba and Langholm, and then back and forth. Buffalo Sabres select Grigorenko, never get that one. Rattel Fassa is all right. It's not like great. Then you have Jewelson still hanging there with the Buffalo Sabres. Sissy up and down. Tom Wilson, guys, 16. Maybe one of really the power forward over there. What about San Jose? Thomas Hurdle. Honestly, that's a great one. Pick it up. Chicago select Teuvo Teravainen, but they did trade him for the Carolina. He really fine. What about Vasilevsky, guys? Number 19. 20, Lawton never reached that full potential. Jankowski for the Flame never been that way. Holy Mata, one not too bad. A couple of years with Pittsburgh. Then he won 1 year. Then he came to Los Angeles. Michael Madison, Florida Panthers, now play for the Montreal Canadiens, was selected number 23. Michael Subban never been the goaltender, the people that was expected about this one or that. You can go all the way. Phoenix, Henrik Samuelsson never reached. And then you can see all the way Tanner Pearson, not too bad, as the number 30 at the end of the first round with 536 pick about this one over there. So let's go back on the chat. Beside the obvious one, like Yakura, you say a couple, Pavel Brand and Nikita Filatov for Marco. Jacob Lang, 19 by Detroit in 2005. 70 point in 2000. Let's check in 2005, guys. The year of Crosby. And KLS talk about 19 Jacob Kenlin. But you can see that, guys, that year, so many mistakes. If you think about this, Gilbert Brûlé for Columbus. Badgie does a great comments on my video every day, and he talk about Brûlé. He never reached that kind of players. Brand Lee for Ottawa Senator. What about Luc Bourdeau, Vancouver Canucks? Bordeaux been more in the East Coast Hockey League, and then after that you got Marek Zagrapen, Sasha Pukulak, and Alex Bourret. Never reached those kind of the Rand Parent. Kendall McConnell. Then you have Matt Lashoff. What about Matt Pelech and Joe Finley for the Washington Capitals, guys? You think about this, that's Vladimir Mihalik. That's another one. If you think about this, James Neal, number 33. What about Marc-Edouard Vlasic, number 35? And then you have Audrey Pavelek and Justin Abdelkader. I remember him. I was scout him a lot, Justin. I did a lot of scout at USHL at the beginning of 2000. And, yeah. And Paul Stachny, Guillaume Latendresse, Montreal Canadien, number 45. 341 game only in NHL. Pretty amazing when you see that. Coach, is not Lafrenière, the 2021 first round pick, is not doing great. you know, if you go to 2020, guys, with the Rangers, I believe for me, the number 3, number 4 are better to Lafrenière by field. Tim Suzla and Lucas Raymond is going to be maybe the steal of that draft pick. Now, you have a couple of players you have to look in a little bit later. We have to follow up with Jake Sanderson, Jimmy Trestel, Alexander Olds did not reach that kind of quality. Jack Quinn with the Buffalo right now maybe make the team this year. Marco Rossi would be with the Minnesota Wild this year. Perfetti should be ready for the Winnipeg Jet. Now, Ascara, the goaltender, is going to be back with it. Not America now. He's going to be with there. What about Lundell? Lundell, guys, doing well. What about Zev Jarvis? Number 12, 13, that draft year was amazing. Holloway is starting to play in the Edmonton Oilers now. Amir Rav, unfortunately, the help. Now, Montreal Canadiens can be possibly see Caden Collet play with them. But Lucas Rachel never reached that point. What about Dawson Mercer? 18, that's a pretty good one. Brendan Schneider, I love this defenseman. 19. We didn't see yet Mukamed Tulin, where he's going to be a great defenseman in NHL. Columbus, Chanikov start his career this year. Lapierre is at the door right now to play with the Washington Capitals. Will be interesting how he's going to next season. Unfortunately for the Flyers, Tyson Foster never reached. Connor Zary is the same way. Montreal Canadiens now have the right of Justin Barron. And then St. Louis Blues is someone we have to follow this year. Jake Neighbors, maybe possibly he reach that team. Then Vegas, Brendan Brisson is going to play for the Anderson Silver Knight next season. Book, we have a great, we'll see what happened. Ozzy Westblatt is another one, have a good year last season. So we have a, you know, and then Buffalo, JJ Peterka is another one to follow. Thomas Portolo should maybe part of the team this year with the San Jose Sharks. And we can go all the way like this. So I like to go back and forth on those stuff. Back in the said Greg Jolie, Doc Wickenheiser, Yakupa, Justin or Blake Eyes, Brent Lawton before Eiserman and LaFontaine. He talk about I'm flying to Florida. We need a real Hockey Nation like show. KLS, Landon Ferrero to the in 2001 and goes again over the 3 season. He talk about KLS 2009. Let's diving there, see what we have. Honestly, that year, Caroline select Philippe Paradis never played 1 game in NHL. And let's go back again, 32 overall. Landon Ferrari, 77 game. You're absolutely right about him. And again, but overall, Montreal select Louis Leblanc. That's put there. Imagine that, guys. Timmins won Chris Grader. He begged, and I'm going to repeat, he begged Marc Bergevin to get Chris Grader. The pressure of the fans, the pressure of the media in Montreal, because LeBlanc, he was a center, but he played only at the USHL and for the Omar Lancer, and Bergevin did not listen. Timmins, and imagine that Chris Grader, he's 30 years old now, and what a career he got with the Rangers and Montreal. Just let it go. Amazing. Marco Daniel Tkachuk, 5 overall pick, 1997. Let's diving there, guys. And I'm going to get, you have any question, let me your question there. I'm going to flyer up. And number 6 with the Calgary Flame, 19 game in 1997. I'm sorry about that. And then you have Edmonton, guys, and Los Angeles King and the Chicago Blackhawks. And then you have to go all the way to 19. You can see, guys, when you check those drafts, I would say to you about 10 years ago, because the social media, the stat, the analytic, the data, the videos, and all the new gadget, I can call it like that way, and now in NHL for the last 10 years, improve the team to select better. They have more time to study that. They have a better chance to watch the videos and to compare. But look, 1997 example, right? Look, if you look about the first round pick, we talk about not only 1 or 2 mistakes. Talk about 7, 8 mistakes right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pick, guys, on the top 26. It's a mistake. That's crazy. 1997, right? I can go to 98. Let's see 98. How many do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a 98, now the draft pick is a little bit better, but still, right? So it's really interesting to see that the selection of the players at that time of the year. Griffin Renard then traded to Edmonton for Mathieu Barzell. Yeah, Kachuk always confused me. Derek Pouliot, a flop for Blake Weller. Elias Anderson, 7th round by the Rangers, Garbage. Yeah, he's now with the Los Angeles King, DB. And that's a one mistake by Jeff Gordon area over there. But they picked, I think that year, they select Philip Shedil or Miller, if I can remember. Do you think Toronto win a cup if they have a Cape Rask? That's a good question. Honestly, we don't know, right? I think they have probably have better playoff at some point for sure run in the last 6 years. Landon Ferrero pick just ahead of Ren O'Reilly. Vitaly Grasov, 2000 Rangers flop. And not necessarily this, Blake, about Grasov. He did not play yet in NHL, Blake, because the drama between the New York Rangers and them. He's supposed to be with the team this year. That's the one we have to follow up. It was a 9 overall pick, Blake. I don't want to defend. I don't say you wrong. It's just like he did not play yet. He did not play yet. So that's the reason why. Let's see what we have here. Number 9, Vitaly played 20 games so far because he returned to play in KHL. That's what I was talking. Marco, Luc Bourdon died after that. Yeah, Marco. I was thinking about Luc Beausoleil, Marco. What a terrible trade to keep Pokémon move Rask. Claude Gauthier, 1964, wing first 4 pick, did not play in NHL. Yeah, those times 63 guys. Some team never. If you think about this guy, let's go in 1963, the first round. Look, Boston Bruins, Rangers, Chicago did not select anybody. Nobody for the second round, third round, and fourth. That's crazy when you think about this, because during those time, guys, they don't have to go that area. They can sign anybody left and right. Think about this. Pierre Bouchard, he was the only one first round in 1965. Played 500 games. All the rest of them, and they have only 3 rounds and 2 teams. That's crazy. Unbelievable that time. Mr. R.J. Calabro back in the house. Didn't Mikhail a 10 overall pick in 2010. DP said he played 66 games, and then you have Phoenix get Brendan Comley. And he's still at that year, guys. You know, not bad, but still you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. First round pick, never make it. So that was crazy about this one. I got you, Michael. Thanks. Longquist, 7th round pick for the Hall of Famer. Yeah, about this one. Lafreniere is a 20 goal scorer. It will be fine. Shuttle and Raymond Lafreniere now. Souza. Lias Sanderson, a pick over there. Hold on. We have someone show up. I think he just take the plane. We'll see if he's going to be back with us. And He should be there in the few seconds, guys. We have to welcome directly from somewhere somehow. It's just back in the plane, and let's see if he show up. Here we go, Mr. Inartap, back in the house tonight.
Good evening, Coach. Sorry for my tardiness. Hello, Hockey Nation.
I don't know if you know that, but when you're late like this, you have a fee. It's $20, and then you have to send someone in the chat. So I just want to let you know about that one over there. So
I guess I missed all the hellos, so I'll just give a general hello to everybody.
Yeah, you missed a couple of things, but in general, we still talking about the NHL draft, Mr. Notap, so it's nothing wrong about this. And we go 1-1. Michael Delano is in the chat with Marco. And
oh, great.
So, and then Rand Callaghan, 6th-round pick, solid career. Marco Elias Anderson, 7th round in 2017. Sergio is going to make everyone regret not taking him. Yeah, we just go through this. You have someone else in front of Zeb Jarvis, Michael. I think it was select 7 and 8. Pour moi, le pire flow de l'histoire de l'année, c'est Alexandre Daigle. Bruno, Alexandre Daigle was another one that was a difficult time. Jordan Tyler, Montreal Canadien, Louis Leblanc. We just talked about him, Mr. Nartap. Louis Leblanc.
Yes, Louis Leblanc was one. Who else did? Terry Ryan as well. Back in 1995 for Montreal, had a tough time. Of course, Doug Wickenheiser. We know what happened there. Quite a few.
Terry Ryan, he was close to come to our show last season, Mr. Nartap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does a really good podcast, and he bring a lot of people. So I talked to him 2 times, and the timing was not good yet. So maybe year number 3 to bring Terry, that'd be good. About that, he's really smart. Talk about, like he didn't make it. He's really open up about this. So
right, yeah.
It's good to see that about this. Buck, Michael talk about Brendan Schneider.
Are you going by years, or are you just going through names?
We fly back and forth. Someone talk about someone. I'm just jumping on the internet and I'm bringing players, everything like that. Okay. Jordan talk about Louis Leblanc, 2011. And then you have Alex Deggs and Angelo Esposito. Another one, Esposito never reached it. Is this draft by the Atlanta, Esposito? Florida Panthers.
So. Florida. Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah, Florida had a few of them actually that didn't work out as well. I'm thinking back in 2002. Do you remember Peter Tatacek?
2002.
That they drafted. Yeah, Florida. I think he was drafted like in.
You should see it right now, right?
Is that 2002?
Yeah.
Florida. Oh, they picked Jay Bomeister, so maybe it wasn't 2002 then.
But number 9 is Peter Tatacek for the Florida Panthers. But that draft, year, Mr. Notel was great. You think about this: Nash, Littonen, a great goaltender in NHL. Baumeister was great. Pekkanen
was okay.
It was okay. Rand Whitney is good. Another one. Yeah. Scotty Upshaw, tough guy. Then you have Geoffrey Lupul. That's pretty good. Pierre-Marc Bouchard have a good career overall.
Yeah.
I coached against him Mr. Notar when he was 9 years old.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's the same boat like Latendresse and Crawford and all those kind of from age area. Eric Lindstrom, Keith Baller, Jesse Ninimini-Maki for Edmonton never make it, honestly. Jacob says, something I was saying, Mr. Nathan, we talk about 2002, right?
Yeah.
Think about this, Mr. We have 30 pick. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 of the 30 pick was never make it. Like, I was talking about the fact, like, more the technology is getting better, less mistake is happening on the first round pick.
So what would you say was probably one of the worst drafting years? in terms of talent.
Draft year?
Yeah. Do you have a particular year in mind?
They have a few. Then one it was great. I remember most of the one was pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you can go that way, 2012,
20,
2012, all right.
Was Nail Yakupov year. Yeah.
It was the year Yakupov, and then you have Renard right there. My point to you is like, Yet's friend, good players was a little bit late in the draft. Was pretty good. If you think about this, now you get Raleigh, Lingholm, Dumba at the 6, 5, 6, 7, and then you get Trouba, number 9. But think about number 11, Forsberg. It was a great pick over there. Then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It was really solid in the middle. And Florida picked Madison at 23 on 2012. So my point to you is like, sometimes it's never always the top of the top have a good year. Think about 2010. It was good, but it was not
Dylan
great.
Makaroth.
You know what I mean? Like, all Seguin, they play a lot of game, but Grabbenson, then Ren Johansson, Nino Niederreiter, the top of this was pretty good. Jeff Skinner right there. Burmistrov never been that way, but Granlund have a good year. Number 10 did not do well. Number Jack Campbell did not well, but now Terrell Fowler. Jaden Schwartz for the St. Louis Blues have a good one. Tarasenko, number 16. And it was pretty much a good one. Bo Bennett for the Pittsburgh retired, never reached that kind of... I don't know why you get a guy from BCHL. I don't get it. That's crazy when we think about this. Montreal didn't do well with Dinardi, by the way, at 22. Yeah. When you have 26 with Kisnikov.
Was the size, I think, and they needed a big defenseman that they were lacking at that point. So,
yep.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But, I mean, you see Kevin Hayes is there. That wasn't too bad for a late rounder.
And then, like Marcus said, in 2015, guys, the back-to-back Boston Bruins with Ziboril, DeBrusk, and Sinechin. Honestly, only DeBrusk have a better career at 321 a game. But when you think about this, Barzil was number 16, Mr. on top. 17, Kyle Connor. Then after that, Thomas Shabbat and Erickson Aki right there. I think Colin White injury. Then you got Samsonov, Bowser, Konechny, Ruslavik, and Anthony Beauvillier. Montreal missed that one again. 26 Montreal. It could get Beauvillier for sure. But again, think about Boston Bruins. They do the homework on the 2015 Mr. Notap.
Yeah. For Montreal, it was a bit unfortunate because even at 26th with Noah Jewelson, I mean, it took a while. It looked like he was actually starting to develop into a half decent, maybe 3-4 defenseman, and then he had that, if you recall, that injury where he got hit with the puck to the face and suffered a concussion, and he's never been the same since. Never
returned the same kind of players after that. Imagine the Carolina Mr. Notap select Sébastien Aho, number 35.
35, yeah.
And then Boston got better on the second round with Brandon Carlo. That's crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, obviously you can do your homework. You can have all sorts of analytics and great scouts, but it doesn't guarantee that some of these prospects that do well at the junior level will necessarily pan out at the NHL level. And it's something that you don't know until they start to come up, and you either see growth or they never come up sometimes, or they do come up like some players you mentioned already, and you don't see much development. They always will be a third or fourth liner, if that, and tend to bounce around from team to team.
Yeah. Blackhawks said they draft Panarin and then they trade him. Buck said Detroit trade the first pick, Andrei Vasilevsky, for Kyle Quincy to pick him a little bit earlier. Luciano said Alexandre Daigle works now in the movie industry. Luciano sent me an email. He talked about Bordelot I think Sébastien Bordelot, I believe.
Bordelot.
I cannot remember his
Yeah.
first name for the Montreal Canadiens. Never been that way.
Yeah, I remember him.
It does not matter how good the nice draft or they trade them or they gave all their talent, Mr. Notap.
Yeah.
That's what's right about this one over there. Draft. If you think about this, you can go that way over there. You click on it, on the team, and that will give you all the pick.
Nice.
All right. So check about Vegas, Mr. Notap. So the first year is 2017. Cody
Right.
Glass got
Yeah,
traded to
that was
Nashville.
bad then.
Their best player was Nick Suzuki, and they
Right.
select him and they trade him to Montreal. Then Eric Bankstrom, they trade him, they send him to Ottawa. The best selection
That's
right
right.
there is Nicolas Hague.
Nicolas Hague.
Now with the team,
Yeah.
he's the only one, honestly. But again, year number 2018, because now they're getting better. They make some trade at the trade deadline. They have no first pick over there. Good selection, Peyton Grabs, but you just trade him,
Trade him. Yeah.
right? Now they have Brandon Brisson, just started his career professional with the last season with the Silver Knights. And then they pick select 30. Nothing about Zach Dane and Daniel Sheka. And then Zapolvalin,
Whitehead.
nothing about this one there. So second round pick, no first round pick. So it's not easy, Mr. Nota, for the Vancouver Canucks.
No, that's actually very interesting, Coach, the way you're showing it right there by team, because we constantly talk about rebuilds or retooling, but in this case, a rebuild. And you see, if you look at a team, pick any other team you want, and you look at their first round picks, it's not something like, you know what, let's tank for a couple years, pick up a couple of great players, and then we'll be fine. It takes a lot more. Like here, you're going over 4 or 5, 6 years sometimes, and you don't have any of these players that really pan out to be. I'm not even saying a generational player, but at least a second line, whatever, winger, defenseman, centerman.
If you
And
think about
it's hard.
it, just take New Jersey right now, since
Right.
15, so 6 year right now, maybe 7 year.
Yeah.
Now they still have Zaka, Blackwood, and their team, Mr. Notap. Now they got Trey Zaka again, Eric Ola, but still, they select 6th round in 2016, Jasper Bratt. That was a good one over there. They got Nathan Bastian and Mikhail McLeod, 3 players still in the organization, and they was lucky to get in Bratt from Sweden at 6th round. And then Nico Ashar, Bovis, number 2. And then you can see after that, Mr. Notap, whatever is the team, pick up number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 round. It's not easy to become a home run about that. They just trade Ty Smith. Then they have Sharankovic. They got a 5 round. That's a good one. They have the goaltender starting this year with the team. And then number 19, select number 1. And they got Jack Hughes. But after that, they don't have nothing else. Tyce Thompson tried. And then Alexandre Oles. But they got Dawson Mercer. This draft pick, guys, Mark in our tab is solid. Oles, Mercer, Mikhail Dalcolli, and Nicolas Dawes down, another goaltender over there. That's a really good one over there. Sometimes you need to pick up those kind of, like Luke Hughes is going to be a great defenseman in NHL, and Jay Stillman working on it, see what he's look like. And then they got the shit Nemec. That's a good one over there for them. So it's really interesting to see what they look like. But that's you said, you have to go through the draft to select better.
Yeah, and as you saw there, that covered. We started with 2016, so it covered 6 years,
Yep.
and they're still not at the level. Like they're at the level of respectability now, and looks like they may or may not, could or could not make the playoffs this year. But that's 6 years.
You're absolutely right. So that's the way you take it. Marco talk about Mikhail Dalcolli. New York Islanders. Again, Islanders, Marco, Islanders struggle a lot with those kind. Imagine after that they let Nylander for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Nikolai Heller, and
Ellers,
Kevin Fiala, Vrena, Larkin, right? So you can see I have a couple: Robert Fabry, Nick
Alex
Schmalz, David
D'Angelo.
Pastrnak, Mr. Notap, 25th.
Yeah.
Montreal
Wow.
select Nikita Sherbak. Another never reached his full
Bust.
potential in NHL, unfortunately, about this. But that'll give you an idea. I could talk about Nolan Patrick, of course, with concussion. The good thing about in a Blackhawks fan now is the old owner, Dollar Will, did not care about the fans, just the money. At least Rocky Wills starting to care more the fans. So you're so right, Bobby, about that. Mr. Roger Delaney is in the house.
Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Luciano talk about 1950, 97. Let's try it. Mr. Notap, 1995. Talk about Joel Ware.
Yeah, 95, even in Montreal, I think
Jeff
that's the year
Ware,
they,
Toronto Maple Leaf, 21 game, Mr. Notap.
yeah. And
Montreal select
Terry
Tyron Ryan.
Yeah, another bust, 8 games.
Imagine 11, Mr. Notap, Jérôme Higuela.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And when you
there's-
start to think about this, right?
Yeah.
1937 run with Kings, one is the worst pick ever or greatness. What he said?
What year?
1974.
74, yeah.
Number 183. Yeah, no pick. I don't know why. Any reason why?
I don't know.
Maybe he knows. Oh, I don't know. You cannot compare draft where Montreal has first right on Quebec-born players. Yep, so right. I not that. There's Ren Owenson was a disappointment in the draft. Bobby said after the draft, it was not so like Kaprizov go back and across the NHL USA. Yep, Kaprizov back in USA, and I thought the excellent wise one. Lucky you're here, and I thought still I'm still on the plane. I saw someone on Twitter have tracked only 20% player draft after the 15 made the NHL. Yeah, Marco, they have a percentage. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. That they show the percentage after the first round, second round, third round, everything like that. Roger, Kelly, Marco was there. Who is the all-time worst first round pick? Who was a bust, Mr. Nata?
One more time, sorry.
Who was the worst pick first round overall?
Well, there's a few that come to mind, of course. Like I think we mentioned some of them, but if
you can
go
see
back
right now
to-
here, Mr. Natap. We don't go until you know what I mean. Like you have to go. Let's start like in 1970 with Lafleur. Greg Joly may be the one, right? Never been that kind of players. Rick Green never been a dominate players like the first round overall pick.
But he was reliable. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, but yeah, Doug Wickenheiser, obviously.
If you think about this, that year, Bernie further go, it was the number 7 of that one. Real Cloutier, it was another one. But if you think about that draft, he was maybe the best. You have to go second round, Red Larson. So if you compare him, Randy Carlyle, second round, with every player in that draft pick on that draft, Mr. Notap, it's not a bad selection. Does it make sense? Like,
yeah.
it's not like a boss. You know what I mean? He did not bad about that.
Yeah.
1980, Doug Wickenheiser for the Montreal Canadiens. Honestly, that's one of them. Kluzak was pretty good. It's just his injury did not make him. Brent Lawton, I would say so. 1983.
Neil Yakupov. I mean, we mentioned that, I think.
And then you have to go all the way to Alexandre in 1993.
That's right.
Brian Berard, he never reached his full potential because of an injury. Then back-to-back, Patrick Stéphane and Rick DiPietro.
DiPietro was a big bust, yeah.
Right? And Eric Johnson, I would say that's a disappointment for me.
It is.
Yakupov is maybe the worst of the three back-to-back by the Edmonton Oilers. And that's pretty much what we have here at this moment. So talk about the worst, if you think about the worst, for me, it's between Yakupov and Daigle and DiPietro.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Those are the ones that really stand out. I mean, obviously, if you have somebody in the first round, especially if it's in the top 15 picks of the first round, that don't make it to the NHL, that's a huge disappointment. That sets you back at least, a couple of years.
Yep, so right. Bobby, talk about which player turned out to be the most underrated great player in the draft.
Underrated?
The most underrated great player in the draft. So, yeah, I think for me, when you select, like what he's talking about, Mr. Tap, you have to go like 6th round or 7th round pick in NHL.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few of those from the 5th on round.
Oh, you talk about Lundqvist, right?
Yeah.
Orvis, that's another one there. I think one of the plus ratio, I think, is it Larionov?
I'm not sure when he was selected, but he was definitely after the 3rd.
Yeah. It was a late one. I don't know exactly what one, but that's another one, 11th round pick, Mr. Notap.
11th. Wow.
214 overall, Igor Larionov. So that's one of them. William Snyder, welcome aboard. Matt Duchene. Here is a good one. Who has the best player he was never drafted?
The best player that was never drafted?
Yeah.
Marty St. Louis.
Yep, so right. What about the goaltender? Curtis Joseph.
Curtis Joseph, okay. Yeah, I forgot
Sergei
about him.
Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
I missed one. He's better. I cannot remember his name. I'm doing a video about this. Jeez. Yep. All right. Bye, guys. Puck is left the building. Oh, by the way, hello, fellas. William Sandler, welcome back. About this. And subscribe, become a member. Jean-Paul Pardelot, Bobby, he said, they picked by Ottawa. Kelly, yep. It makes you appreciate what Gilles Brisebois has been doing. It's only 20% first round pick. 15 make the NHL. Will not trade them to bolster your team. One's going for it. You're absolutely right, Marco. If your team's still around, that'd be great. What round was McKinnon draft in, William? First round, William, for Nathan McKinnon. I think it was is it not in 15, 16?
I thought 16, but let's see.
Oh, man. I don't get it.
Pierre-Luc Dubois. There he is. Lafreniere. Owen Powers, Slovaski. Okay. McDavid, Ekblad.
At 13. Jeez. Miss him.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
We're off by 3 years.
Yeah. Pick by Canada, Patrick Stéphane. The Golden Knights have all the egg in one basket. If they don't win the cup, and the next 2 years they will be done for at least 10 years. That's what happened when you saw like they did. I think so, Bobby. They will have to
Well-
figure out something for sure about this. Adam Berger is in the house. Welcome in the house.
Hey, Adam. How's it going?
Here we go.
I
RJ,
can go
Mr.
just
Notap,
keep
is
buying.
always on the top. Canada 2, Slovakia 0.
Nice.
Yep. You are not allowed to miss in the top 15. The after that is a lottery. It's not bad when you said this. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about, let's go at 2019, Mr. Notap. Jack Hughes, excellent. Capo Kako never reached his full potential. Kirby Dak
No.
did not reach.
No.
But then after that, you have Bowen Bayram.
Owen Byron.
Turcotte did not there yet. Maurice Zeder
Not
is
really.
a steal. Dylan Cousin is a great one.
Cousins.
Philip Brober is getting there. He's still a defenseman, young. But what about Travis Zegras?
Travis Zegras.
Pods
Yeah.
Colson is just starting last season with the Vancouver
Boldy.
Canucks.
Matthew
Soderstrom starting right now with Arizona. But Boldy, check about this. Mr. Natap, and that year, it was in Chicago. I was there. Vancouver, 19. Sorry about that. It was in Vancouver. And I was there, and I know it was 15 from Montreal, and everybody was saying, we were about 5 guys from Montreal, and every time I said, oh, Caulfield is still on the board. Caulfield is still on the board. Caulfield is still on the board until he gets 15. But you think about after that, 12, Boldy, Knight, York, Caulfield, Norwood, Grabs, right?
A lot of good names.
Think about this, Mr. Notap. 4 players from Team USA development team back to back to back.
Exactly.
And then you have Turcotte, number 5, and the number 1, it was Jack Hughes. That team, and then you have Zegras, Mr. Notap, number 9. So the first 15, they have 7 players came from the Team USA development. And
So
then you have Boston Bruins, you get John Betcher, never developed as a hockey player over there. But just give you an idea sometime. And if you go all the way second round, like Mr. Marco talked about, look, second round, not many make it after that.
No.
Right?
I mean, Oglander a little bit.
Oglander is pretty good over there. And then after that, with
so.
Kaliev, is getting better. But the chance to make it, Mr. Notap, is crazy if you think about this.
Reduced. So, Coach, given what you've seen over the last few years, especially, if you had to counsel a player to either go OHL or NCAA, what would your advice be?
Tell me again, I'm sorry.
Given, I guess, the development and how it's progressed over the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, as a coach, if a player came to you for advice, would you suggest they go OHL or NCAA?
Unfortunately, the problem with NCAA is that the number of the game is not there. So you don't play a lot of game. You play about 20, 30, and then you maybe add maybe 10 more if you go tournament, everything like that. So it's limited by the number of the game. Secondly, you only practice 4 times per week, and it's not intense like the OHL. Thirdly, you have some division, and the NCAA are not like Sean Farrell. He played in the Ivy League. It's not great like the Boston College example.
Yeah.
And the Minnesota one over there. So the talent is different. Now they play with maybe more older players, the 22, 23, 24. That's the only thing I would say the NCAA. I believe if the player play NCAA, he still play about 2 or 3 years, 4 years, he have a better chance to make the NHL a long term compared to guys just go 1 year NCAA. At least is a top pick, right? But I'm talking about like a lower, like a little bit second round, third round. It's harder for them to go to. The path is better if you go CHL. And then you have to qualify now the European players, the exception. I would talk about Patrick Laine, AO, and Finland example, where they go right away with the men at 18 years old, or the KHL with Mishka right now, or Sweden players. the Patterson, they play at 17, 18 versus the men, and that's helping them compare the OHL. Now, the WHL is for me, and the OHL is better talent-wise. Players develop better at the QM overall.
Okay.
And then when you go there, now one thing you have to figure out is the USHL. So the USHL is really the pipeline of the NCAA. That's why they pick up the players there. Or if an exception, they can maybe play straight there for the NHL at the USHL. The USHL is qualified at the same level like OHL, WHL, or the Canadian Hockey League over there on the. And then if you think about the USA program, the NDTP started a program like many years ago for the U17, the U18, and the U18 play and the USHL. So they play again the NCAA game exhibition. So that's what they and the best of the USA, they go there, that program, the 17 years old, and then they jump at the U18, and then they prepare them for the draft. Like the Matthews and everybody else, they've been that way over there. Charlie McEnroy, and they all played together that year with Austin Matthews.
So the development level would be different at all these different types of leagues and levels, because it sounds like the NCAA takes a little bit longer to develop. Do you think it should be reflected, maybe, let's say, a change in when these players are able to be drafted?
Yeah, so it's fun between Canada. Like, imagine if Canada select the best player, 16 years old, and they make a team, they call Team Canada, play in OHL, CHL, OHL, WHL, and the QM. They travel around the Canada. That's what they do, the Team Canada, the Team USA, and they add two age, the U17 and the U18. And that's make them better, because if you practice every day with the best of the best, and you have a great program, like they are coaches, nutrition, and they get everything together, and they play about 80 games per year, and 2 years. The 17 is a pipeline for the U18, and maybe add one more, but they recruit Mr. Nata for the last 3 years. The young men at 12, 13, 14, they already picked them, ready for them to go there. And many of them go from the route of Shaddock, example, where Shaddock is maybe the pipeline for the USA, Team USA, or the Chicago Mission is another program, AAA, where they provide those kind of players, and Team USA. So, they have a really 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 program USA where AAA is the best, like a little bit like the GTHL and Ontario was maybe the best in midget, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So take that team, take all them together and make a team and play around the country. And that's how they developed Team USA. Since they did that, you can see USA players develop better, and you have more players in NHL because of that direction over there, because they really focus on them. They have a Team Olympics, they follow them, and they have really for 12 months all around the map, and great coaches been there, Canado, Ferrero, and all the ex-NHL players been coaching that team, and they are all, like, when you see, if you have a chance to watching, go Google everybody, go check Austin Matthews when he show up, his first practice at the U16, you're going to figure out, like, he's never going to make NHL. It look like nothing, like he was so not muscle mass and nothing, and 6 months, he picked up 30 pounds of muscle mass, Mr. Nata.
Wow.
So they could really transform them as a hockey player completely in few months. If you send the program for 2 years, that's pretty much better because you start young and then you get 1 more year. So that's really the program at USA. And then the pipeline go, because they play in the USHL, so after that is the draft, and that's how it works. So like Michael David, I know he does a job. He compete again USHL because the players USHL don't know one, because those parents, the players, they know the route for the NHL is limited. So they go to college after that. They want to have the live college and to and get the
Get
scholarship to go play Boston
degree,
College, Boston or BU or whatever they want to play versus WHL. That's what the CHL, nobody talk about this, but if you're a parent right now, you have a kids want to play Canadian Hockey League, they have better structure about the school, they have scholarship. After you finish your college, you junior now in Quebec, example, the QM, you can have a scholarship after that to go to college, paid by all the three league in Canada. A lot of people don't know those stuff and stuff like that. It's really interesting when you follow this and you say, oh, but nobody. The problem is the kid have a 12, 13, 14, 15 years. The parents knock the door for the junior. They have no clue what's going on. They don't know nobody. They got sell like a sell pitch by, I call them all the salesman car. They show up at the showcase and they try to sell. They have no clue what they talk about. And parents sign for $9, $10, $15,000, $20,000, play junior. And no apartment, it's really bad.
And
it's really bad.
And for the kids to be on their own at that age is very difficult. I mean, even if they're billeted, but it's still not the same.
And they are all usually, Mr. Notap, some of them AAA, some of them are AA. Yeah, right. No future. So it's just sad. It's people make money as owners, and obviously it is what it is. Our subject, I apologize for that one. That Buffalo met up a Japanese player that year because he did 8 on the draft was been alone. Went there. Adam Zetterberg was drafted in the 6th, 7th round. You're absolutely right, Marco, about this one. Kelly talk about Jonathan Bernier. Bernier, I believe, was the first round, right?
He was, yes.
Eleven.
11th overall?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who picked him? Do you know? Los Angeles King.
Los Angeles, yeah.
He got traded because Jonathan quit.
Yeah, actually, yesterday we were talking about, if you recall, about goalies that were selected first overall. And I think that I only found that there were three goalies that were picked first overall in their draft years.
Pietro Fleury.
And Fleury. And who's the third one?
Oh, I disappear.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to find myself. Here we go. I did not lock it. That's a problem. Sorry about that. Let's go back where we at.
Yeah.
And I will give it to you. So we just checked earlier.
Players. Yeah, because I thought it was strange.
All right. If you think about Fleury was the last one in 2003. Yeah. Pietro was a 2000. That's number 2.
Right.
You have to go Michel Place, 68.
Place, yes, yeah. Montreal, right.
Yeah.
And those were the 3.
Yeah. But you think about this, like 32 years, they have no goaltender.
Yeah.
So.
It's a gamble, too, because the goalies sometimes are rarely...
Too early.
Do they pan out at that early stage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Marco Orvis was a 234 overall pick, by the way. 230, Marco, about Orvis. Puck Monkey, welcome aboard.
Hey, Puck.
What about Bobby? But about Nicholas Jamarson was underrated 4-round pick. Yeah, absolutely right. I think... everybody talk about Mr. Notap, Chicago Blackhawks, but they never mentioned that defenseman, John Morrison, was one of the best players for them as a third pairing for the defenseman. And great human being. I got a chance to listening a podcast. He's involved with helping the
Who is it? Who is it? Which player?
Nicholas Jal Marson is a defenseman
Oh, okay.
for the Chicago
'Cause-
Blackhawks. And
Because it wasn't it. They also had in, I think it was 2004. Didn't they have Cam Parker? Or
yeah,
Barker that didn't work out as well. Defenseman, if I recall. Like they had a few hit and misses themselves.
Wegar was a 206 by the monkey about this. Chicago.
I think he was in the maybe third or. He would have been, I think, 2004.
Which one you talking about?
2004, Cam Barker. There he is. Yeah,
So-
number 3 overall.
So Ken Barker is from Winnipeg, Mr. Notap.
Yeah, WHL. Yeah.
All right, and there you go. So I'm coaching a AAA with an ex-professional players called Serge Baudouin, play more in the WHA. I'm still young at that year, but I'm not young, but I have not much experience as a AAA, and they invite me to coaching that team, and during the summer. So
Oh, really?
yeah, during the first year, we have Olivier Latendresse, Guillaume Latendresse, Crawford, Bouchard, Lapierre. We have that big gun of those players in Montreal at that age area, and they all play for the AAA over there, and I'm coaching some of them with me. And then we travel around. We have tournament AAA, have a team from Ontario, West Canadian, East Canadian, Boston, and we play a lot against Adam Pino. Adam Pino never made the NHL, barely make NHL. I don't know. You see Adam Pino right here, 2008.
Yeah.
All right, so we play against him, and he played only 3 games on the top. He was 46 overall by Columbus. Great hockey player at this age, at 10 years old. He was unbelievable, Adam Pino. But anyway, short story. Cam Backer
Barker.
play against us, and his dad said, "Hey, we want to play for you next year." And
Oh, really?
they flew Winnipeg, Montreal during the summer to come the Wednesday to the Sunday, fly back and coming back. He did this for about 6 weeks.
Wow.
He was a great defenseman for us. He was a big guy at this age. He's been with us for 3 years on the AAA program over there. And we play against Pino, like I mentioned to you. So our first, I grew with them. So I pick up the 7 years old, the 8 years old, the 9 years old, 10 years old. But at 8 years old, no, he was 10 years old. Olivier Guillaume Latendresse, to play with his brothers during the summer, he had to be younger. He had no choice because he was only 9 years old. Olivier was better to him at that time and have to play so we make an arrangement. Guillaume maybe not play all the time, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, short story. So we went to Boston, and he was contact. And we never play contact us, but he was full contact over there. The first shift, Guillaume Latendresse go in the corner, and he picked Pino. He was about one head over him. He just smashed him on the board. And he come back with a big smile, everything like that. And I told his dad after the game with his grandfather, I said, your son is going to make the NHL one day. Montreal is going to pick him up. He was 9 years old, and then it's happening about him. But after that, I moved up to USA, but I follow. And then I met the Latendresse at his Olivier got drafted by the Arizona Coyotes. And I was scouting for them 2 years. And their club farm was San Antonio. And I was based in Texas at San Antonio for the Rampage. And I met Latendresse a lot of time. His mom was traveling a lot. And I went couple of times I went to eat with Olivier in San Antonio. But
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah, it was a good time about that. I'm out subject tonight, but I apologize. It's all right. It's not happened a lot.
It's summer.
Remind
It's
a couple
summer.
of things about this one over there. I thought it was so funny when McKinnon said he finally won something at the Avalanche Pirate Party from William. Brett Hall, draft 6th round, 117 overall. Marco, we should go back to 1980s was pick about this one over there.
1980s.
At the 80s, Doc Wickenheiser Kelly, you talk about possible? Trumaco, but he was named a surprise. Brent Latton is the same year, Barresso and Lafontaine. You're absolutely right about this. Barresso, guys, he was the first one jumping from high school to go all the way in NHL. He won the Calder Trophy.
That's right.
About that. Do you think Benjamin would have to draft Spencer Knight if he was available at 15 instead of Caulfield?
No, I think I you know what? Caulfield actually fell to us if you really think about it. He was projected to go at least 4 or 5 spots earlier.
It was 10.
It was 10th, right?
Yeah, it was
And we got him at
projected like
15.
10 by Scott Wheeler.
Yeah. So at that position, I probably would have done the same thing.
My only thing I would say, Marco, at 12-19, right? Carey Price is maybe only just signed his contract 2 years before that. Did he sign in 18?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right? It's 4 years now.
Yeah, because he still has 5-6 years left on there.
Here we go. 18-19. So he's just signing a new contract. And now you're going to bring a guy like Spencer Knight. If you have a choice, I would go with Cole Caulfield.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get the net on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If we have a guy that got a
need.
79 Cole Caulfield, I would go with him.
Yeah, drafting by need in this case.
If the player need to get stronger, well, I don't know why they are doing here, but the Eagles fine, they should go to insane more time to train. Marco,
That's a good point.
Kelly has a left hand for le bon et des know que chose Kelly Dan Daou and Guy Garbonneau. My God, did not that really happen? Wow, never heard about Dan Daou. Yep, Montreal Canadian too. Dan Daou played for the Montreal Canadian. Got three.
There's a
And
name.
the Maison did not have a long career. Glad they did not take him, guy from us. And we talk about this. Hello, and Alan, welcome aboard. I don't know, Kelly. I heard he's back to work. I don't know. Glad, bless Michael. Ron said, Michel Blast. I thought Anthony Claire was going to be a lot better. It turned out to be when the Rangers draft him in the 3rd round, Bobby.
He's been okay though. At that level that he at that round that he was selected, I think he's performing to task. You can't expect much from 3rd round.
Yeah, you know, if you think about it, he had a good year at the beginning, right? He got traded to Arizona. He got 20 goals, Mr. Natap. And then after that, he got traded to Ottawa, Chicago. He went to Columbus, Ottawa. And then Ottawa, he have a 23 game. He have like a space, like he scored like many goals and then 2-3 years down and then come back. Think about this. He had 31 goals last year. Pretty amazing. Now he's going to be out for 1 year.
Yeah,
So
I think injury's been the big thing.
So
with
it's a
him too,
roller
right?
coaster players right there for
That's true.
Claire.
That's true.
And again, he's another draft in 2013, 80. So it's really hard to show, like you said, Bobby, his consistency at that league. Is that why coach is going to Thailand to find him Blackhawks? Yeah, possible. He played well in Detroit considering what he was in front of him. KL, talk about Bernier, I believe. His career got better out of the LA. Kelly, that was good for C. Yes, because honestly, he was behind Jonathan Quick. The only thing about Bernier, he was always out the Predator number to beat them, Bobby. I found Bernier just average run. Hey, Danny, Alice Bernier came out the LA with a cup win. And Adam, Danny, nice welcome, Marco. 5154 RG subscriber. And that's it. Mr. Danny T, welcome aboard. And it's all about welcome. Can people that? Yeah, Bobby. RJ said tomorrow, USA, Czechia, Slovakia, Canada, Sweden tomorrow night. That will be a good, important game tomorrow night, Mr. Natap. And then Danny show up, the bad seat show up about this. Canada 3-0 second period. Would you, 05 was the best draft year for goalies? Say yes, Ron.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to thank you, reminding me about Bukamoon, Jeff Bukamoon. How about the Leaf drafted Stuart Percy, Bobby? Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember Stuart.
He did not pursue a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
So the coach behind. Best player ever chosen second round, Kucherov or Bergeron?
That's a good question. I mean, for me, both, but they just have such different talents that they bring to the game.
I go because he's center. I go with Bergeron.
Bergeron, yeah.
Canada 4-0. Is quick as a Hall of Famer. It's funny, William. Tomorrow night, that's what we do, Mr. Notap. We talk about
goalies.
The player did not make the Hall of Fame yet.
Oh.
Tomorrow night, and then because the players
Mr.
already
McGillney.
the players play in the NHL right now, right? Can they make the Hall of Fame? So that's what we'll talk about this one over there tomorrow night. So it's all about the Hall of Fame, the forgetting people. So that's a great one over there, William. We're going to give you, because, you know, he talked about Jonathan Quick, Mr. William, but what about Roberto Luengo? What Aaron Lundqvist and P.K. Rinne, 3 goaltender retired back-to-back, have almost the same stat, everything like that. Can they make NH, you know? So Pierre Turgeon never make it, example, like now over 500 goals. Who has it, never make the Hall of Famer? They have a few of them. So tomorrow night we're going to talk about this. I would like to sleep. Rick Panetti in the same year as well. We know.
Oh yeah.
He never make the NHL. Honestly, Bergeron 100%. That's why you don't remember Stuart Percy, because it was terrible. You're absolutely right, Bobby. So. He was faster from backwards to forward. Another Terry Harper, Bobby, about that one over there. 10-27, Mr. Natap. We appreciate everybody. A book, an Hall of Famer contender.
Is Bork a Hall of Fame?
You talk about Ray Bourque.
Raymond Bork? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
but I think he talk about, he's not already in?
He is. He is in.
I agree. Dongo should already be in. I think Kelly is not eligible until next year, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the eligibility year, but I mean, look at McGillney. This would have been in there by now.
18-19. One goal. So
yeah,
19-20, 20-21, 21-22, 22-23, then 20. So 2 more years.
So 5 years.
It take 5 years before you become eligible to be on the vote. At least you're an exception.
Wayne Gretzky. Yeah.
So I don't know. Kucherov is up there on the playoff scoring history. Marco. Yeah, of course, Marco. I just said for me, I would prefer a center. About that one over there. I love the conversation. Fellas, William, you're welcome. So Mercy was close to one favorable pick and 2011 draft pick. When I get sunburn, I'm cooked. Well done, Blackhawks. That's called a lobster. Here we go, Mr. Natap. We have to shut down a bit earlier tonight because I have a press conference.
Important meetings.
Yeah, that's a good one over there. Let's go in there. You go to, je suis devenu atteint, moi ici ce soir, Nicolas de Goubi-Bono. Welcome back. Let's go ready to rumble. I don't think so. But welcome back, Nicolas de Goubi. Très content d'avoir. News, Ice Thompson signed 2-year contract with New Jersey, RJ. Nicolas Le Tanet. Well, Danny, we did not talk about this, Mr. Natap. Let's dive about this quickly. We don't talk about the NHL news. Zach McEwen is going to play on the right side of Nicolas Deslauriers, Mr. Natap. 2 big bonds of the Flyers signed a 1-year contract at $8.25. Oliver Kylington, great selection for the Calgary Flame. Select 2 years at $2.5 million. And Martin Poposil for the Flame, 1 year at $750. And Ty Thompson, like RG mentioned, a 2-year contract at $792. And CJ Smith from New York Rangers, Jalen Leopin, plus Leon Gawanki, where we don't talk too much about them. Maybe another time. We'll see what's happening. Mr. Natap, it's time to get where?
Oh my God!
Time to go to the Frenchy quiz tonight. A really interesting quiz tonight, Mr. Natap.
Let me guess on the drafts.
It's about power play and shortened.
Oh, okay.
So I tried to get, but because it was the draft, many players show up and the answer has been draft high level. So, as you know what I mean? Like,
it's harder.
I think it was the reason to do that. So that would be like this one over there. So let's starting and the first question of the night. Here we go. Which player had the most point in one season, Mr. Natap, without a point and power play? You understand?
Yeah. Without a point on the power play.
Dale Hunter, Adam Fox, Benoit Bouliot, Greg Simpson. Remember Greg Simpson? And
of course.
Pascal Dupuis. Here we go. Blackhawks, Marco, KLS, thank you. 5-0 Canada. RJ, Jose, William, thank you. Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Luc Lafortune, welcome back. Lucky, Alan Barnes, Real Deal. Bobby, Nicolas Delonter. You, Vinny, welcome back. Because he's never got on the ice for the power play. Rudolph. That's a smart guy. Chris Duhamel, welcome back. Danny and Steve G. Mr. And I'll tap.
I'm going to go with C, Benoit Pouliot.
Benoit Pouliot.
Oh my God!
Well, we have an excuse. You show up late tonight, so we understand the first one. Adam Fox is the one, 74 point last season, Mr. Natap, with 0 point power play.
That's surprising. Okay.
Yep. That's really surprising. I was like, really surprised one there.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Who has the most point and power play and one season behind Mario Lemieux? Pat LaFontaine, Wayne Gretzky, Adam Oates, Sidney Crosby, Dale Awachuk. Who has the most point, power play, and one season behind Lemieux? Blackhawks, thank you. RJ, thank you. Nicolas, thank you. Marco, thank you. Ron, Jose, Real, thank you. Caleb's. Welcome, Mr. Jose Duarde. Chris Duhamel, Steve G, Luc Lafortune. William, thank you. Adam O's, Danny, thank you. Would like to sleep, thank you. Mr. Natap.
I'm going to go with Adam Oates, C.
Adam O's for C. You copy Danny right now, Mr. Nota.
Oh, did I?
I don't know if it's good or bad news. Luciano said C2.
Oh my God!
But it's Pat LaFontaine have the most power play point and one season behind Mario Lemieux. So right now, Mr. Nata, you not believe it, but we have nobody with 2 good answers, but we have 10 people with 1 good answer. So the competition is high right now, Mr. Natap.
So you're saying there's still a chance to win?
Here we go. He's the only one scored 30 goals a plus in power play and 1 season, and he was 30 years old when he did it, or older. Tim Kerr, Dave Andrechak, Alexander Ovechkin, Joe Nieuwendaai, and Mario Lemieux, Mr. Enatap. RJ, thank you. Nicolas, thank you. Blackhawks, thank you. Danny, Rudolph, Alan, William, Luc Lafortune, Chris Duhamel, Ron Whitking, Steve G, Kelly, Jose, Bobby, Marco, Luciano, Vinny, Mr. Notap.
I'm going to go with Nieuwendyk. D.
D, right?
Yeah.
And we got that one, of course.
Oh my God!
But this one, and you know, sometimes coach makes some fake left to right. He's coming a forehand on the back end. He top shell corner. I did that one, Mr. Nota, because I knew everybody was talking about Nieuwendaai who entered Chuck. And the answer is Mario Lemieux with 31 goals at 30 years old, Mr. Nota. Mario Lemieux is on winning. We have only 2 answers, Mr. Nota. You don't believe it. Alan Barnes and Danny T and Real Del Prim are 2 good answers after 3. So Danny is at the top of on the board. Here we go. From this list, Mr. Notap, who has the most assists and shortened in 1 season? Éric Perrin, Ed Westphal, Yari Coury, Dave Poulin, and Guy Carbonneau. Good luck, everybody. I want too much when you are on the stream with Coach Randy. Nicolas, thank you. Nicolas surprised me. I said he will go with Guy Carbonneau. Nicolas loved the Montreal Canadiens, but he is smart. RJ, Jose, Randy, Marco, Blackhawks, Rudolph, Danny, KLS. Je dois avoir 0 de bonnes réponses, Nicolas. Bobby, Luc, Ron. Wait a minute, Mr. Notap. We'll make some mistake here.
Uh-oh.
All right.
What's wrong?
It's because I go with the wrong answer of the and to give the point for people. Luc Lafortune, I got it. Bobby, I got it. Ron Whitking, I got it. Steve, Alan, William, Chris, Vinny, Luciano, Kelly, and Real. Mr. Nota.
Short-handed, so I'm going to try Guy Carbonneau here.
Guy Carbonneau?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, Mr. Nota. This is the first time happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 people so far. I have one good answer. And the answer this one, Mr. Natap.
And it's not a
Bad news again
getting
for you.
shut out.
Ed Westphal is the winner of that one over there. Ed Westphal, I knew people would say Curry or Carbonneau, everything like that. So another one. And we have nobody on the two. For the final answer, got Real Deal, Danny and Alan Barnes are battle for the winner of the show tonight.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go. Who has the most winning goal? And one season beside Phil Esposito. Phil Esposito was the first one. Who has the most winning goal game? I'm sorry, I said goal again. Goal-winning game. Michel Goulet, Wayne Gretzky, Pavel Bure, Cooley Whelan, and Charlie Connacher. Good luck, everybody. Rudolph, I'm been crushed, but I have a chance. Yeah, exactly, Rudolph. You're still alert in the game. Here we go. Nicolas, RJ, Vinny, Jose, Caleb, Ron, would like, Adam. Marco, Rudolph, Blackhawks, Bobby, Danny, Chris, Steve, William, Kelly, Luc Lafortune. Randy, Real Deal Prim. Where's Danny? All right. Adam. Mr. Natap, are you going to break the ice tonight or not?
Probably not, but I'm going to go with, I got to believe it's Wayne Gretzky.
You think it's Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
All right. We have to take a time here, Mr. Natap. Give me about 2 seconds because I want to be sure I have everybody here. Mr. Natap, tonight, you don't believe it.
0 for 5.
No, Mr. Natap, tonight, on this show, for the first time.
Oh, no. We have multiple winners.
God!
The answer, guy, is A. We have 9 winner, Mr. Natap. 9 winner of the Hockey Nation Frenchy quiz tonight. 9. Unbelievable. We never saw that before. Since we do this, Marco, Alan, Bobby, Danny, Kelly, Real Deal, Steve G, William Snyder, Rudolph, and BJ97 are all the winner of the show. Blackhawks 97. By the way, I not said BG, but nice, Mr. Natap. Unbelievable. And they are 2 and 5 tonight. We want to go and graduate 9 people tonight. He's going to have a big party at the jail, possible. I don't know. But, wow. How about this one over there? Luciano. Oh, we have to. Oh, no, Mr. Natap. We're not done
10.
yet.
We got 10.
Luciano is he become number 10. About this one over there. 10 winner because Luciano got that one over there. So, coach, favorite color, tiebreaker. How about that? We are the champion, my friend. It will keep on guessing until the end. And 6-0 Canada, Mr. Natap. 0-5 for Nicolas.
Congratulations.
Nicolas, you're not alone. I think someone we know very well is 0-5 too. We're not going to mention who he was, but he just waved to you, Nicolas, about that one over there. Wow, what a show tonight, Mr. Natap. Another great show. It's off season, so it's not about like people, not many, well, you know what I mean? It's about the people show up, and they show up the right people, and we just appreciate them. We want to thank again Luciano Graziano, gave me all the kind of ID to make all the contents here. So we want to thank Mr. Luciano Graziano. And again, Adam, he may be still around. We want to thank him, have his time with the moderator of the Hockey Nation show. And for the moderator, Danny T, Jose Eduardo, thanks so much to be a moderator tonight. And Mr. Natap, without you, this show is impossible. You are the king of the king. And we thank you so much to join us. It's not about when you shop, it's when you open the door. Everything changed in this chat. And so thanks so much for everything. But you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Here we go, Mr. Top. Another show complete for the Power Play Show tomorrow night. It's about the Hall of Famer. Who should be in the Hall of Famer? Why didn't make it? We're going to explain, talk about this. Don't forget, Saturday night, Let's Talk Ad. All the new roster 2022-23. Marco Larabie is going to join us, Mr. Top, talking about the Montreal Canadiens. Possible we see Michael Devillano this week. He is my neighbor. Going to be in Florida for a couple of days. Possible I see him. We'll see. Until then, my friend, of course, we want to remind you, of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate your second half of what? 2022. An amazing, great, nice, sweet dream, everybody. Thanks so much for sending up. Ciao.
Good night, Hockey Nation.
Thank you, Steve, Rudolph, KLS, Marco, Luc Laporson, Kelly, Danny T, Luciano, RDP, Blackhawks 97, RJ Calabro. Thanks so much for everything, my friend. Bobby Bagadonuts. We have more people. Alan Barnes, Jose Duarte again. Luc Laporson, Steve G, Vinny 007, Nicolas de Boubi Bono.